friends are gonna be there too. Nothing in the world I'd rather do than grab a hot dog burger and a cold beer. You'll hear me yelling out a big cheer, 'cause whether they win or whether they lose, I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. I can't wait to see a home run. I know for sure there's gonna be one. I'll call out the players by their first name. Sure am glad I made it to the game. Rain or shine, I'm gonna be there. If the stands are full, I'll bring a lawn chair. So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks!
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
Hayes Larks. All of my friends are gonna be there too. Nothing in the world I'd rather do than grab a hot dog burger and a cold beer. You'll hear me yelling out a big cheer, 'cause whether they win or whether they lose, I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. I can't wait to see a home run. I know for sure there's gonna be one. I'll call out the players by their first name. Sure am glad I made it to the game. Rain or shine, I'm gonna be there. If the stands are full, I'll bring a lawn chair. So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks!
You're tuned in to the Larks Network. You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
Meet me down at the ballpark, where I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. All of my friends are gonna be there too. Nothing in the world I'd rather do than grab a hot dog burger and a cold beer. You'll hear me yelling out a big cheer, 'cause whether they win or whether they lose, I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. I can't wait to see a home run. I know for sure there's gonna be one. I'll call out the players by their first name. Sure am glad I made it to the game. Rain or shine, I'm gonna be there. If the stands are full, I'll bring a lawn chair. So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks. Meet me down at the ballpark where I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. All of my friends are gonna be there too. Nothing in the world I'd rather do than grab a hot dog burger and a cold beer. You'll hear me yelling out a big cheer, 'cause whether they win or whether they lose, I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. I can't wait to see a home run. I know for sure there's gonna be one. I'll call out the players by their first name. Sure am glad I made it to the game. Rain or shine, I'm gonna be there. If the stands are full, I'll bring a lawn chair. So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks!
You're tuned in to the Larks
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Cavalier Field here in Dodge City. Larks and A's getting ready to do battle here for the 5th time this season. Series is split at 2-2 so far. Ryan Randall's going to lead it off for the Larks tonight. He's going to foul off the first pitch of the night. Starting pitcher tonight for the A's is number 9, Sean Cochran. He is new to the A's roster. He is from Modesto Junior College in California. He is making his first start of the summer as Randall grounds to the first baseman, Dalen Nanny, who flips to Cochran, and there's one out here in the top of the first inning. Daryl Myers is going to hit now for the Larks. Playing second base tonight. Here comes the first pitch from Cochran. It's in there for strike one. Larks come into tonight's contest at 19-5 overall, 13-4 in the Jayhawk League. Good enough for first place. 2 games ahead of second place Liberal. As Myers fouls one off, that one's going to stay in play up down left field line. And the shortstop Carlos Ariano is going to make the play over there in foul ground, and 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the first inning. That'll bring Wyatt Divis to the plate now for the Larks. He is the DH tonight for Hayes. He'll dig in on the left side as well. So 3 lefties to start for Hayes. Here comes the first pitch from Cochran. Inside, ball 1. Larks swept the Aviators this past weekend. Took all 3 at Larks Park. Have won 4 in a row and 12 of their last 15. Count is 1-1 here to Divis. Here comes the pitch. Low and in once again. 2 balls and a strike. Hayes looking to extend their lead in the Jayhawk League. 2 games ahead of second place Liberal. 3.5 games ahead of third place El Dorado. Liberal is off tonight. El Dorado, I believe, is off tonight as well. So Hayes can put another half game between them and everybody else with a win here tonight. 3-1 to Divis, fouled off out of play to the left, and the count is now full. Larks here in Dodge City tonight. Will be in Great Bend tomorrow night to face the Batcats, and then Wednesday night back home against Great Bend for the 4th of July. Off day Thursday, followed by a weekend series in El Dorado against the Broncos. Here comes the payoff pitch to Divis. Strike 3 is called. The ball's going to get to the backstop. Divis is going to take off to first. The throw down is going to pull Dalen Nanny off the bag, so that's going to be a strikeout for Divis, but he is going to be aboard on the pass ball. That will bring the catcher, Easton Kirk, to the plate now for Hayes. Here with 2 outs in the first inning. Easton's hitting .429. He has 5 home runs. 3 of those are grand slams, including his 3rd last night in the blowout win against the Aviators. Here comes the first pitch from Cochran to Easton Kirk. Inside and all the way off Faikio, all the way into the Larks dugout, so Divis is going to get second base. So after the first 2 quick outs, Cochran actually gets the 3rd out of the inning, but Divis reaches because of the pass ball, and now he's in scoring position after the wild pitch. Here comes the 1-0 to Easton Kirk. That one is in there for a strike, and that'll even the count at 1. Cochran's ready. Here comes the 1-1 to the Larks catcher. Ground ball back towards the Larks dugout. 1-2. Jacob Boston waits on deck for the Larks. He'll be making his first start of the summer for Hayes. Here comes the 1-2 from Cochran. Fouled off by Kirk. He's going to stay alive. As Divis still leads from second base. And now the catcher Faikio is going to have a quick word with Cochran. Larks looking to potentially pull something out of nothing here in the first. As the first 3 were retired, but Divis reached. So Cochran's going to have to get 4 outs here to get out of the top of the first. Here comes the 1-2. And that he does. He gets Kirk swinging, and that is the inning. Larks, no runs on no hits, no Dodge City errors, and they leave 1 man on base. We have played a half inning here in Dodge City. Larks and A's tied at 0.
Meet me down at the ballpark, where I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. All of my friends are gonna be there too. Nothing in the world I'd rather do than grab a hot dog burger and a cold beer. You'll hear me yelling out a big cheer, 'cause whether they win or whether they lose, I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. I can't wait to see a home run. I know for sure there's gonna be one. I'll call out the players by their first name. Sure am glad I made it to the game. Rain or shine, I'm gonna be there. If the stands are full, I'll bring a lawn chair. So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks!
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
Bottom of the first here in Dodge City. Larks and A's scoreless. Making the pitching start tonight for the Larks is going to be number 4, Fabian Muniz. Muniz is 3-0 this season with a 0.40 ERA. He's going to deal to Kyle Cullen here to lead it off. And Fabian's first pitch is a fastball in there for strike 1. Fabian has given up 1 earned run this season. It came down here in Dodge City last Wednesday night. Here comes the 1-1 pitch from Muniz. Ground ball right to Muniz. He's going to step and throw over to John Rensel at first in time. 1 up, 1 down for Fabian here in the bottom of the first. Coming to the plate now for Dodge City is going to be the third baseman, number 30, Adam Holler. Holler's going to dig in on the right side. Here comes the first pitch from Muniz. Ground ball to Hager at short. He's going to field and fire again in time. 2 up, 2 down for Muniz here in the first. Coming to the plate now for Dodge City is going to be the left fielder, number 12, Jordan Vujovic. Fabian Muniz, the pitcher tonight. Easton Kirk is behind the plate as he delivers the first pitch in there for strike one. Around the infield, Ryan Randall's at third tonight. Devin Hager at short. Daryl Myers makes the start at second base. John Rensel Jr. at first. Here comes the 0-1 from Muniz. Outside, and that'll leave the count at 1. In the outfield, Jacob Boston's in left. Matt Munoz in center, and Clayton Raspberry back in the lineup tonight. He's in right. That sets the defense for the Larks tonight. 1-1 from Muniz is outside, and Vujovic works ahead 2-1. Dodge City sits at 8-8 in the Jayhawk League, tied for 4th with the Twins of Derby. And that Muniz pitch will miss low, and the count is 3 balls and a strike. 4.5 games behind the Larks, who currently sit in first place at 13-4. Here comes the 3-1 from Fabian. Fly ball deep to center. Muniz is going to turn and run. He's not going to get there. It is gone to dead center field. Jordan Vujovic crushes that one, and it has left the ballpark. 1-0 A's here in the first. So with the wind blowing tonight out, anything up into the air has a chance as Muniz delivers to David Gonzalez. He misses 1 ball, no strikes. Vujovic got a pretty good piece of that one, hit it off the end of the bat a little bit, and he just got it up into the air, and it just kept going. And Muniz is going to fall behind 2-0. So anything up into the air tonight with the wind blowing out to center, out to left center, somewhere in there, anything's got a chance up in the air. Two balls and a strike. Muniz delivers a curveball, gets Gonzalez way out in front. And the count is 2-2 as Muniz looks to finish up the first here. Here comes the 2-2 pitch from Fabian. Inside, that curveball misses low, and the count is now full. So Dodge City strikes first here tonight at Cavalier Field. Bottom of the first, a solo home run by Jordan Vujovic to dead center. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Down goes Gonzalez. And that's the inning. Dodge City puts up 1 on 1 hit, the solo home run. No Larks errors. Nobody left on base. After 1 inning here at Cavalier Field, Dodge City leads the Larks 1-0. And we're back here at Cavalier Field in Dodge. 1-0 A's as we move to the top of the second inning. Jacob Boston is going to lead it off against Sean Cochran. Here comes the first pitch. And that one misses high for ball 1.
pitch up a little as well, and Boston holds back on the check swing, and it's 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes here to Boston as he digs back in on the right side.
Cochran with his first start tonight for the A's. Modesto State.
Here comes the 2-0 to Jacob. That one is high and away, and 3 balls, no strikes to the first man of the inning, Boston.
Slow start here at the top of the second after throwing so well in the first inning. Boston back in with 3-0. Cochran.
The 3-0, that one a fastball in there, and Cochran gets himself back in the count. 3 balls and 1 strike. Still a good hitter's count here for Jacob Boston. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. That one is low and away, ball 4, and that's going to be a leadoff walk to the Larks left fielder here in the top of the second. That'll bring John Rensel Jr. to the plate for the Larks. Last time here in Dodge City, Rensel hit a home run. That one was also to center field, just a little bit left of the 404 out there. 382 batting average so far this summer. Here comes the first pitch from Cochran. And John's going to take a ball low. It's 1-0. Cochran's ready. Here comes the 1-0. And John, this time, going to take a strike as Cochran took a little bit off of it and got it across. Here comes the 1-1 to Rensel. Fly ball, that is very high. Back goes the right fielder, Johnson. That ball is gone. A 2-run home run for John Rensel Jr. And the Larks take the 2-1 lead here in the top of the second. So on a ball that Rensel just skied up into right center field, it just carried and carried and carried all the way over the wall. Two home runs so far tonight, and that's probably not going to be the last one. That'll bring Clayton Raspberry to the plate now for Hayes. Still nobody out as he's going to take ball number 1. Here comes the 1-0 to Raspberry, fouled off. As the count moves to 2-1 here on Clayton. Nobody out here in the top of the second. 2 runs across for the Larks on the 2-run home run by John Rensel. As Raspberry fouls it off again, even the count at 2. Payoff pitch. Raspberry shoots it to center field. Kyle Cullen has it played perfectly, and there is 1 out here in the top of the second. That'll bring Matt Munoz to the plate now for Hayes. Digging on the left side as well. Here comes the first pitch from Cochran. In there for strike 1. Munoz is going to pop it up to right field. That one going back goes Johnson, and that one is out of here. A solo shot for Matt Munoz. Larks add another to their lead. It's 3-1 here in the second inning. Another ball that Munoz just put up into the air, and we could be in for another high-scoring affair here tonight at Cavalier Field. Last Wednesday, the final was 17-11, and we've had 3 home runs already here in the top of the second. So that'll bring Devin Hager to the plate. 1-0 now to Hager. So 3-1 Larks here in the top of the second inning. Jacob Boston led off the inning with a walk. Then Rensel came up and smacked a home run out to right center. And Matt Munoz also centered. Hager's going to crack his bat and send it into left field over Ariano's head. And that's going to be a one-out single for the Larks shortstop, Hager. And now that is going to trigger a mound visit here by the A's pitching coach. 3 hits already for the Larks here in the second inning, 2 of which home runs. 2-run shot by John Rensel, a solo shot by Matt Munoz, and that has led to 3 Larks runs here in the second, and they might not be done as the top of the order and Ryan Randall comes back to the plate. Randall's going to step in. He grounded out in the first. 0 for 1. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss by Ryan. Actually fouled off. Or strike 1. Randall's ready. So is Cochran. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. That's lined right at the second baseman. Owen Jansen, who makes the catch. Hager's got to scramble back to first base, and he is back in there safely. So that is the second out of the second inning. Darryl Myers will come back to the plate now for the Larks. He is 0 for 1. Fouled out to the shortstop Ariano in left field over there the first time. There he goes. Deep right, goodbye. Darryl Myers unloads on one. Another 2-run home run for the Larks, and they extend the lead. It is 5-1 here in the second inning, and balls are just flying out of Cavalier Field here tonight. That is the 3rd home run of the inning for the Larks. That'll bring Wyatt Divis to the plate. And Divis is going to fly it out to center. Back goes Cullen towards the track to the wall, and he will make the catch at the base of the wall. And that is the inning. The Larks put up a 5 spot in the top of the second inning thanks to 3 home runs. As we head to the bottom half of the inning, Larks on top of the A's. It is 5-1.
To the Larks Network.
And we're back here at Cavalier Field, bottom of the second inning. Larks on top of the A's, 5-1 after a 3-home-run barrage in the top half of the second. Saw him score 5 runs. Jansen's going to lead it off, and he's going to hit it into the gap. Hager's going to stop it. He's going to try and make the jump throw. Absolutely no chance to get Owen Jansen. That is a leadoff infield single for Dodge City's second baseman. Good effort there by Hager. Good range just to get to it in the hole, but didn't have a chance to make the throw. That'll bring Dante Faicchio to the plate now for Dodge City. Their leadoff man is aboard here in the second. Here comes Muniz's first pitch. Curveball up and in, ball 1. So the pitcher's got to be careful tonight. They elevate anything and allow the hitters to put one up in the air. He could very easily leave the park. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed there by Faicchio. Count is even at 1. Here comes the 1-1 from Muniz. Inside again. 2 balls and a strike. There's a 2-1 fastball from Muniz. Catches the inside corner. And that'll even the count on Faicchio, 2-2. Muniz gets his sign from Kirk. He's ready. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And Fabian gets a strikeout of Dante Faicchio. And there's 1 out here in the second. Dalen Nanny to the plate for Dodge. He's a lefty, playing first base tonight. He's ready for the first pitch from Fabian Muniz. Speed outside, ball 1. Fabian's ready. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Again, outside. That one will catch the zone, though. And the count is even at 1. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Nanny. Fouls it off straight back, and Fabian works ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fabian's ready, the 1-2 to Dalen Nanny. There goes the runner, Jansen. The throw from Kirk is a little bit to the left of the bag, and he slides over the bag. Devin Hager keeps the tag on him, and he is out. So Owen Jansen slid a little bit too hard, a little bit too late. Overslides the bag. Devin Hager keeps the tag on him, and he is out number 2. Count is 2-2 here on Nanny. Here comes the pitch from Fabian. And Dalen's going to stay alive as he fouls it off of himself. Count will stay at 2-2. Cloud bank out to the west. Saw some storms building earlier out in eastern Colorado. Not quite sure what those are doing. Looks like this game will be okay, though. 2-2 count once again. And there goes the bat as that one is shattered in half. Down the length of the bat, and he will foul that one off. And we'll have another 2-2 pitch after Nanny goes and gets another bat. So Nanny gets his new bat. He's back in on the left side. Muniz is ready to deliver the 2-2 again. Here it comes. Fouled off once again. A good at bat here by Dalen Nanny. We'll see the 2-2 pitch from Muniz for the 4th time. And now the count is full as Muniz misses. Here comes the payoff pitch from Fabian. Fouled off by Nanny again. Here it comes again from Muniz. Swing and a miss. Down goes Dalen Nanny, and that is the inning. No runs for the A's on one hit, no Larks errors, and nobody is left on base. We have played 2 innings here at Cavalier Field in Dodge City. Larks on top of the A's 5-1.
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
And we're back here at Larks Park. First pitch, Kirk is gonna fly it out to right. Not quite enough of it as Johnson makes the play just short of the warning track. So 1 pitch for Sean Cochran here in the top of the 3rd, and he has 1 out. Jacob Boston will dig back in for Hayes. He is 0 for 0, was walked on 4 pitches to begin the 2nd inning. Here comes the first pitch from Sean Cochran. Strike 1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Jacob. Off speed. Swung on and fouled off by Boston. It's quickly 0-2. Jacob did come into pinch hit and take over at first for Rensel last night. He was 0 for 1. He walked and flied out. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Curveball in the turf outside. And that is ball 1 on Jacob. Here comes the 1-2 from Cochran. Fastball. Boston smacks it into right field. That's a base hit for the Larks left fielder. So Boston's going to have himself a 1-out single here in the 3rd, and that's going to bring John Rensel Jr. up to the plate for the Larks. Last time Boston got on in front of Rensel, John brought him around on the home run to right center. So he is 1 for 1 with that home run. 2 RBIs so far tonight. Cochran's ready. Here comes the first pitch. In there for strike 1. 5 hits already for the Larks as we move into the 3rd inning. 5 runs on the board thanks to 3 home runs. Here comes the 0-1 to Rensel. That one is outside. And it's even at 1. Boston takes his lead from first base. Cochran's ready. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Rensel. Swings through that fastball. A big hack there by John, but he is a little bit late. And it's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch to John Rensel Jr. Off speed, fly ball, deep center, back it goes. Cullen is back towards the wall. He will make the catch onto the track. And there are 2 outs here in the third. So John gives it another ride, but he's just a little bit short on that one, and he's out number 2. Clayton Raspberry will dig in now for the Larks. He hit one hard the last time too, but right at Cullen in center. Here's the first pitch. Strike number 1. Raspberry at .212 batting average so far this summer for the Larks. Here comes the 0-1. Low and in, and that'll even the count. The 1-1 to Clayton. Popped it up into center. Cullen ranges a little bit back to his right. He will put it away. And that is the inning. So the Larks pick up no runs on a hit, no Dodge City errors, and they leave 1 man on base. We head to the bottom of the third here in Cavalier Field. Larks on top of the A's. It's 5-1.
Meet me down at the ballpark where I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. All of my friends are gonna be there too. Nothing in the world I'd rather do than grab a hot dog burger and a cold beer. You'll hear me yelling out a big cheer, 'cause whether they win or whether they lose, I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. I can't wait to see a home run. I know for sure there's gonna be one. I'll call out the players by their first name. Sure am glad I made it to the game. Rain or shine, I'm gonna be there. If the stands are full, I'll bring a lawn chair. So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks!
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
Bottom of the third here in Dodge City, 5-1. Larks lead. Fabian Muniz is back to the mound for Hayes. Has given up just the 1 run. It was a solo home run in the bottom half of the first. Dylan Johnson is going to start her off here for Dodge. 8-9-1 due up. Carlos Arellano waits on deck, and then back to the top of the order with Kyle Cullen. And that 0-1 misses to Johnson and evens the count. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball, diving Rensel. It gets past him into right field. That's a leadoff single once again for Dodge, this time in the third. So the leadoff man is on again for Dodge City. Second time tonight. Carlos Arellano to the plate now for Dodge. He digs in on the right side as the clouds are getting ready to overtake the sun out there to the west. That bank rolling in from the west. Here comes the first pitch here to Arellano, and that's going to hit him in the back. And the bottom of the order is aboard here for Dodge City in the bottom of the third. That'll bring the top of the order back to the plate now for Dodge, Kyle Cullen. And last Wednesday here in Dodge, it was the bottom of the third. Dodge City picked up 8 runs as the Larks could not get out of the inning. So we will see if they can avoid disaster here again in the third inning. Here comes the first pitch from Muniz. That ball is going to be grounded. It is fair, and they're going to have no play but to first base. Kirk's going to make that play. And there is one out. However, both runners move into scoring position here in the third with one out. So that'll bring Adam Holler to the plate now for Dodge. He's got a chance to cut the Larks' lead in half if he can get a base hit. Holler is 0 for 1. He grounded out to begin the contest tonight. He's from Stephen F. Austin University. Here comes the first pitch from Muniz. Strike number... Ooh. Guess that one missed. So 1-0 to Holler. Here comes the 1-0 from Muniz. Ground ball to Hager. It's short. He's going to go to third, and they're going to get Ariano at third base. That's going to be a fielder's choice for Holler. It's going to be an RBI as Johnson comes in to score. So it is 5-2. Now Larks in the third as Holler reaches base. That'll bring Jordan Vujovic back to the plate now for Dodge. He's 1 for 1. Hit that solo home run off of Muniz back in the first inning. He takes ball 1 from Muniz outside. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Fabian. Strike number 1, caught the outside corner. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss as Vujovic is way early and loses his guard and is tripping over it. So he's going to have to put that back on his right elbow. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. 5-2 Larks on top. Adam Holler leads from first. Here comes the pitch from Muniz, just a bit outside, and the count is even at 2. Muniz is ready. Here comes the 2-2 to Vujovic. There goes the runner. Holler. It is fouled off. And it's 2-2 still to Jordan Vujovic. The 2-2 off speed from Muniz is up and away, and now the count is full. So Adam Holler is going to take off here with the pitch as the count is full. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Muniz gets the sign from Kirk. Here it comes. There goes Holler. Fouled off by Vujovic once again. And we'll do it again here with a full count. Payoff pitch once again. Rensel's going to field the grounder, and he's going to take it himself to the bag, and that is the inning. So Dodge City picks up 1 run, 1 hit here in the third. No Larks errors, and they leave 1 man on base. We have played 3 here at Cavalier Field. Larks on top of the A's, 5-2. Top of the fourth here at Cavalier Field. Munoz is going to lead it off for Hayes. He pops that one up into shallow left field. In comes Vujovic. He will make the play out there in left, and there's one out on one pitch here in the fourth for Sean Cochran. That will bring Devin Hager to the plate now for Hayes. He's 1 for 1, singled into left his first time up. We'll dig in on the right side, so there are 2 right-handed batters in the lineup tonight for Hayes. Devin Hager's one, Jacob Boston the other. That one is in there for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1 from Cochran. And that curveball from Cochran bounced about 2 or 3 feet in front of the plate to even the count. Here comes the 1-1 to Devin. Fastball up and away, ball 2, and Devin works ahead. So Larks looking for base runners here as you get a couple base runners, and anything you can hit up into the air could leave the park. So it's going to be, it can go one of 2 ways. The Larks could pull away very quickly here tonight, but Dodge City could also come back very quickly. Here comes the 2-2 to Hager. Fouls it off, out of play. Here comes the 2-2 to Hager. In the dirt outside, Devin takes ball 3 to load the count. Here comes the payoff pitch to Devin Hager. And he takes outside, and that is a walk to Devin Hager, and he's aboard with 1 out here in the top of the fourth. That will bring Ryan Randall back to the plate now for Hayes. He is 0 for 2. Digs in on the left side. Here comes the first pitch from Cochran. And now he's going to step off and check Hager over there. Here it comes. And Ryan takes ball 1 upstairs. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Sean Cochran to Ryan Randall. Swing and a miss on a fastball outside to even the count. Here comes the pitch to Ryan. And he's going to take a breaker low for ball 2. And we talked about the standings a little bit earlier. And the way the schedules are lining up here, the Larks have a chance to potentially pull away from the rest of the pack here this week, as the schedule sets up nicely as Randall fouls off another one. Beginning next Monday and Tuesday, I believe, the Larks are going to play some non-conference games against the Colorado Cyclones, but beforehand, Liberals off the next 2 days. Larks can put a full game on them, and then they have El Dorado, who is also off tonight. They can put a half game on them tonight, and then they play in El Dorado this weekend, so they could potentially add up to 3 games on them. Liberal is also going to play non-conference games this weekend, so potentially looking at a 5 to 6 game lead in the Jayhawk League at the end of the week if Hayes is able to take care of business. Randall's going to line it into right field. That's going to be cut off by Johnson. Randall, that's going to be a double for Ryan as Devin Hager advances to third base. And with 1 out here in the fourth, the Larks have put 2 men in scoring position. Daryl Myers is going to step back up for the Larks. He is 1 for 2. Launched a 2-run home run to right field back in the second inning. He'll dig back in here on the left side, a chance to add to the Larks' lead in the fourth. Cochran out of the windup. Here comes the first pitch to Myers. Fly ball into left field. Vujovic is going to look. It is gone. Daryl Myers hits his second home run of the night. He brings in 3. It is 8-2 Larks here in the top of the 4th. Myers smokes that off the scoreboard out in left center field. And it is 8-2 Larks. So Wyatt Divis is going to step in now. He takes ball 1. And Sean Cochran's first start of the year for Dodge City not going according to plan, as he has given up 8 runs here in the first 3 1/3. Divis is going to swing through that one and even the count at 1. And Divis is going to take outside. And the 2-1 is in there to leave the count at 2 on Divis. Divis is going to foul that one off to stay alive. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch to Divis. Swing and a miss. Down he goes on strikes. And Cochran has his second out here in the 4th. That'll bring Easton Kirk to the plate now for the Larks, leading 8-2 here in the top of the 4th inning. 4 home runs already for Hayes. John Rensel has 1, Matt Munoz has 1, and Darryl Myers has 2. First pitch to Kirk is a curveball that misses low and in. It's 1-0. So the bats working tonight, getting a little help from the wind, but the 2 that Darryl Myers have hit have been very well struck, as Kirk's going to pop it way up. That's going to stay in play. The first baseman, Nanny's going to overrun it, not be able to make the catch. And that is just strike 1 as Easton Kirk gets new life. Kirk's back in on the left side. Here comes the 1-1 from Cochran. Off-speed lined foul into right field. And it's 1-2. The 1-2 to Easton Kirk. Line drive into right field. That one is fair and all the way to the wall. Kirk's going to round first on his way to second base, and he is going to be in standing. That's a 2-out double for Easton Kirk. And there's another runner in scoring position for the Larks here in the 4th. Hayes is all over Sean Cochran here tonight. 7 hits in 3 2/3, 8 runs, 4 long balls. So how long will Cochran go for Dodge City? Dodge has a lefty warming up, probably a smart move with 7 lefties in the lineup. Here comes Jacob Boston, first pitch to Cochran, fly ball to center. Cullen is back towards the track. He will make the play right there. And that is the inning. But the Larks add 3 more on the big fly by Darryl Myers. They extend the lead as we move to the bottom of the 4th here at Cavalier Field. Larks on top of the A's. It is 8-2.
for the Hayes Larks. All of my friends are gonna be there too. Nothing in the world I'd rather do than grab a hot dog burger and a cold beer. You'll hear me yelling out a big cheer, 'cause whether they win or whether they lose, I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. I can't wait to see a home run. I know for sure there's gonna be one. I'll call out the players by their first name. Sure am glad I made it to the game. Rain or shine, I'm gonna be there. If the stands are full, I'll bring a lawn chair.
Bottom of the fourth inning here at Cavalier Field, 8-2. Larks on top of the A's. Fabian Muniz back to the mound for the Larks. David Gonzalez is going to lead it off. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the A's. Here comes the first pitch of the inning from Muniz. A fastball right down the middle. It's 0-1. So all kinds of offense for the Larks tonight, and Muniz isn't doing too bad of a job on the mound either. Here comes the 0-1. In there once again for strike two. He's given up 2 runs so far tonight, but one was on a solo home run, and the other was on a ground out, or a fielder's choice. Now here comes the 0-2 pitch. Inside, ball 1 to Gonzalez. And I would imagine that the Larks are going to see a new arm top half of the next inning as Muniz delivers a breaking ball, misses outside and low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lefty getting ready for the A's. With 7 left-handed hitters in the Larks lineup, that's probably who we're going to see. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Off speed, popped up into foul ground by Gonzalez. Rensel and Myers out. That's fair ball. And that looked like it was going to be a foul ball, but the wind pushed it back into fair territory. And that's going to drop in between Rensel, Raspberry, and Myers. A long run for all 3 of them. Nobody can make the play. And for the 3rd consecutive inning, the A's leadoff man is aboard. So that'll bring Owen Jansen to the plate now for Dodge. Digging on the left side to face Muniz. Here comes the first pitch from Fabian, fouled off by Jansen. It's 0-1. Jansen's 1 for 1. He's singled in the second, and he was thrown out at second base after he overslid the bag on a steal attempt. Muniz is going to toe the rubber once again. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Owen Jansen. Swing and a miss as that one is inside on Jansen, ties him up, and it's 0-2. So Muniz just looking for some outs as the Larks on top 8-2 here in the bottom half of the 4th. Leadoff man for the A's is aboard. Gonzalez singled on the pop-up to no man's lane in right field. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from Muniz. Fouled off just in front of the Dodge City dugout. And it's still 0-2. That one was a screamer over there towards the dugout. Faikio on the on-deck circle just ducked and got out of the way of that one. Muniz gets his sign from Kirk. He's ready. Here comes the 0-2 again to Jansen. Off speed. Took a little off, and Jansen's going to foul it off out of play over to the left, right in front of the beer cart. And again, we'll have another 0-2 pitch from Fabian Muniz. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from Muniz to Jansen. Strike 3 called. A great pitch there by Fabian Muniz on the outside corner. And there's 1 out here in the 4th. Dante Faikio to the plate now for Dodge City. Here comes the first pitch from Muniz. In there for strike one. No balls and a strike from Muniz. Here comes the pitch. Fastball right there for strike two. And Fabian works ahead of Faikio. No balls, 2 strikes here with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Gonzalez led off the inning with a blue pop-up single to right. Muniz got the strikeout on Jansen. Here comes the 0-2 to Faikio. Off speed, that one is outside. A waste pitch from Muniz. It's ball 1 to Dante Faikio, the catcher tonight for the A's. The 1-2 from Muniz. Swing and a miss, blows a fastball right by him. Back-to-back strikeouts for Fabian, and there's 2 outs here in the 4th. Dalen Nanny to the plate for Dodge. He struck out against Muniz in the 2nd, so he is 0 for 1. Here comes the first pitch from Muniz. Ball 1 from Fabian. Matchup of teammates. Here right now, Dalen Nanny and Fabian Muniz both go to Arizona Western College. So they are both Matadors. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Muniz, fouled off by Nanny. And it is 1-1, and these two had quite the battle the last time Nanny came up before Fabian finally got him to strike out. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Off speed from Fabian's a little bit low and away. 2-1. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Way outside, and it is 3-1 now to Nanny. Gonzalez still standing out there at first base after he led off the inning with the single. Here comes the 3-1. There's ball 4. So Nanny draws a 2-out walk, and now Dodge City has a runner in scoring position here in the 4th inning. Dylan Johnson to the plate for Dodge. He's 1 for 1, a single tonight. Also scored a run for the A's. Here comes the first pitch from Muniz, outside, ball 1. Here comes the 1-0 from Fabian. That one is in on his hands, chopped towards first base, and Rensel will field it in foul territory. That'll even the count at 1. So Fabian falls behind another hitter here in the 4th inning, 2-1 to Johnson. Here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball. He's going to have to hurry to get over there, and he's not going to get there in time to cover. And that is an infield single for Dylan Johnson, and that's going to load the bases here for Dodge City with 2 outs in the 4th. So Fabian got himself a ground ball. Rensel fielded, but Muniz was too worried about the throw from John and didn't get to the bag quick enough and couldn't beat Johnson to first. Chance for Dodge here. Carlos Ariano to the plate now for the A's. Fouls it off, 0-1. No balls and a strike here from Muniz. Here comes the pitch out of the windup. Off speed away. A good block there by Easton Kirk to keep it in front and save a run. 1-1 pitch. Muniz delivers to Ariano. Fastball fouled off by Ariano. Out of play to the right, and it's 1-2. And now Fabian can get out of this here with another good pitch. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Down goes Ariano on strikes, and that is the inning. The A's load the bases on 2 hits, but they pick up no runs as they strand them loaded. We head to the 5th here at Cavalier Field in Dodge. Larks on top of the A's. It's 8-2.
Join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! Join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! Meet me down at the ballpark, where I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. All of my friends are gonna be there too. Nothing in the world I'd rather do than grab a hot dog burger and a cold beer. You'll hear me yelling out a big cheer, 'cause whether they win or whether they lose, I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. I can't wait to see a home run. I know for sure there's gonna be one. I'll call out the players by their first name. Sure am glad I made it to the game. Rain or shine, I'm gonna be there.
Back to Cavalier Field here in Dodge City. 8-2, Larks lead the A's as we head to the top of the 5th. John Rensel's going to lead it off. Here comes the first pitch. It is a new Dodge City arm, as John did not go around there. He's going to take ball 1. New pitcher is a lefty, Robert Gonzalez. He is out of Arizona Western College as well, so a little bit of strategy here from Dodge City. In a lineup that has 7 lefties in it, they're going to send a lefty to the mound. And they're going to check, but he did not go around. Yeah, so Dodge City's going to ask for the check. And it was pretty clear here from back in the box that he held up in time. So not a good outing for Sean Cochran. He goes 4 innings, gives up 8 runs on 8 hits. Walks 2, strikes out 3. John's going to weakly ground it to Jansen at second base, who throws over to Nanny in time, and there's 1 away. So 4-3 on the putout, and there's 1 out here in the top of the 5th. That'll bring up Clayton Raspberry now for the Larks. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled off there by Clayton, a good swing. It's 0-1. David Gonzalez drops a curveball in there on Raspberry, and it's quickly 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Raspberry's going to line it into right center field. That's going to be down for a base hit in front of Dylan Johnson, and that's a one-out single for the Larks right fielder here in the 5th. Matt Munoz is going to step up for Hayes. 1 on, 1 out here in the 5th inning. 8-2 lead. No throwing yet in the Larks bullpen, but Ryan Reuter is out there with his glove and a ball, just kind of chilling and potentially going to start stretching. Here comes the first pitch to Munoz. Misses for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0 to Matt. And now Gonzalez is going to check on Raspberry. It's close over there at first, but Clayton's back safely. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Munoz is going to into the hole, gloved by the shortstop Ariano. The throw is wild. And Raspberry is going to get third base as Munoz stays there at first. That's going to be an error on Ariano. Because he made the throw, he ends up taking a hit away from Munoz. That was going to be a single. He was not going to get Munoz at first base. But because he made the wild throw, Munoz isn't going to get the hit. So he does reach on the air. He was going to be safe anyway, but unfortunately that's just how it is scored. So Munoz is on anyway. Clayton Raspberry is going to take third on the errant throw. So that's going to bring Devin Hager to the plate here for Hayes. One of the right-handed sticks in the lineup tonight. Here comes the, well, now pickoff throw, and it's close, but Munoz is back safely. Here comes the first pitch. Well, now, before the first pitch, Gonzalez is going to check on Munoz again over there at first. Here comes the first pitch, maybe, to Devin Hager. Yes, here it comes. Outside, ball 1, as that fastball missed. So Raspberry singled with 1 out, and he advanced to third on the air by Ariano. That allowed Munoz to reach. Here comes the 1-0. Fastball caught the outside part of the zone, and that'll even the count on Hager at 1-1. Chance for the Larks here to add on another run to that 6-run lead. Here comes the, well, now Gonzalez is going to throw over for the 3rd time to keep Munoz close, thinking he might try and take off. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Hager. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss from Devin. And Gonzalez works ahead, 1-2. Top of the lineup, and Ryan Randall wait on deck for the Larks. Gonzalez is set. Hager awaits the 1-2. Outside, that breaker misses low and away to even the count at 2. Eight runs on 9 hits for the Larks. No errors for them. 2 runs, 5 hits for Dodge. They've committed 2 errors. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Hager. Out. Oh, wow. So Devin's gonna take one that was that was definitely off the plate. But it was called strike 3, and that's gonna be the 2nd out of the inning. So top of the batting order, Ryan Randall comes back to the plate. He'll dig in on the left side to face the lefty Gonzalez. Here comes the first pitch. Outside, ball 1. Here comes the 1-0 from Gonzalez. Randall's going to foul that one over to the left, out of play. And the count is now even to Ryan, 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Ryan. And that one is high. So Ryan works ahead, 2 balls and 1 strike. Here comes and now he's going to throw it away, and Raspberry's going to take home, and that is going to be a run for the Larks after Gonzalez throws it away, and Munoz is going to go first to third on that error. A throwing error by the pitcher, David Gonzalez, is going to end up giving up 3 total bases on that throw as Raspberry comes in to score, and Munoz advances all the way to third. 9-2 Larks now here in the 5th. Here comes the 2-1 to Ryan Randall. Swing and a miss from Randall, and the count is now even at 2. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Randall. Fouls it off over the press box, and we'll do it again at 2-2. So 3 errors already on the A's here tonight, and we're just in the top of the 5th. Here comes the 2-2 pitch again to Randall. And that fastball's high, and so Ryan comes back and works the count full. The payoff pitch to Randall. High once again, ball 4, and Ryan takes a walk here with 2 outs in the 5th inning. So that'll put runners on the corners once again, and Darryl Myers is going to come to the plate. Darryl is 2 for 3. He has 2 home runs, 5 driven in so far tonight. So it has been a good night for Myers at the plate. His first home run was to right. His second home run was to left center off the scoreboard. Here comes the first pitch from Gonzalez. Fastball in there for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Myers. Line drive, deep left field. That's going to be over the left fielder's head. Vujovic. And it is gone. Darryl Myers hits his 3rd home run of the night. He has 8 RBIs. He brings in 3 more. It is 12-2 Larks here in the 5th inning. Darryl Myers, have yourself a night. Wow. That'll bring Wyatt Divis back to the plate for the Larks. 4 more here in the 5th inning. Here comes the first pitch to Divis, swung on and missed. It's 0-1. And that is strike 2 on Divis as it catches the corner. The 0-2 to Divis, off speed, just inside, and it's 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Divis. Fouls it off, stays alive. One, two to Divis, and he takes one low. Count is even at 2. Here comes the 2-2 to Divis. Up the middle, that is past the glove of Ariano into center field, and that's a 2-out base hit for Wyatt Divis. That'll bring Easton Kirk back to the plate here for Hayes. And he doubled his last at bat. And that is going to bring pitching coach for the A's out to the mound, and they're going to have another chat with David Gonzalez here at Cavalier Field.
The stands are full, I'll bring a lawn chair. So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks!
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
So 12-2. Easton Kirk will dig in. He doubled his last time. That one's inside and low, 1-0. And Kirk will foul that off, and it'll even the count at 1. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Easton Kirk inside once again, and Kirk works ahead, 2 balls and 1 strike. So Wyatt Divis on first base after his single. Here comes the 2-1 to Kirk. Upstairs, ball 3. Jacob Boston waits on deck for the Larks. Here is they continue to pad the lead, 4 more in the 5th, and they are up 10 here on the A's. Here comes the 3-1 pitch to Easton Kirk. Popped it up. That one's going to get out of play. Just barely onto the Larks dugout, and the count moves full here to Kirk. Here comes the payoff pitch to Easton Kirk. There goes Wyatt Divis, and it is high, ball 4. So Kirk is aboard again, and there are 2 more base runners here for Hayes in the 5th inning. That'll bring Jacob Boston back to the plate now for Hayes. Jacob flied out to deep center field his last time up. Didn't quite get enough. So he'll dig in here again with a chance to extend the lead some more here for the Larks. Here comes the first pitch from David Gonzalez. in there for strike one. Jacob will dig back in. All 9 Larks will hit here in the 5th inning, as Rensel Jr. led it off, and he is on deck. And now time is called there by the catcher, Faikio. 0-1 count to Jacob Boston. Boston's going to pop it up into shallow right field. In comes Johnson. He will make the play, and that is the inning. However, the Larks add 4 more here in the 5th, highlighted by Daryl Myers' 3rd home run of the night. He has 8 of the 12 RBIs for the Larks. We move to the bottom of the 5th inning here at Cavalier Field in Dodge City. Larks all over the A's. It is 12-2.
Meet me down at the ballpark, where I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. All of my friends are gonna be there too. Nothing in the world I'd rather do than grab a hot dog burger and a cold beer. You'll hear me yelling out a big cheer, 'cause whether they win or whether they lose, I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. I can't wait to see a home run. I know for sure there's gonna be one. I'll call out the players by their first name. Sure am glad I made it to the game. Rain or shine, I'm gonna be there. If the stands are full, I'll bring a lawn chair. So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks!
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
Bottom of the 5th inning here in Dodge City, 12-2. Larks all over the A's here so far tonight. Fabian Muniz back to the mound for Hayes. He's going to deliver the first pitch to and Muniz is going to try and barehand it. Hayer's going to field, and his throw is going to be late. Fabian tried to reach down and get that with his right hand. It did get his hand. And again, for the 4th inning in a row, Dodge City has their leadoff man on as Cullen reaches on the infield single. So the number 2 hitter, Adam Holler, back to the plate now for Dodge. Action is up in the Larks bullpen. Ryan Reuter is warming out there in right field. Muniz is going to look here to Kirk for his sign. Here comes the first pitch to Adam Holler. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 to Holler. Off speed drops right in there, and it's quickly 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Just a bit low, and that is ball 1. One-two pitch. Check swing, he did. I don't think he went. Cullen's in there, he steals second. I believe that's going to be ball 2 on Holler. I don't think the field umpire said, yeah, he's just going to say safe because I don't think he saw it. So it is 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 pitch from Muniz. Strike three is called. A curveball is dropped in there by Muniz over the inside part of the plate. And he gets holler on strikes for the first out here in the fifth. That is Muniz's 7th strikeout here so far tonight. Vujovic is going to dig back in for the A's. He has a home run tonight. It was the first run of the night for Dodge City. They picked it up in the first inning. That one was hit out to center field. Muniz will face him for the 3rd time. Here comes the first pitch. Ball 1 outside. As Kyle Cullen leads from second, he singled on the infield to lead off the inning and stole second. So here comes the 1-0 pitch from Muniz. Ground ball is going to be to Myers at second base. He's going to toss it over to John Rensel in time at first. 2 outs in the 5th as Cullen advances to third base. David Gonzalez back up now for Dodge. Gonzalez is 1 for 2. He singled in the 4th inning, also has a strikeout tonight, 1 of 7 for Fabian. Here comes the first pitch from Muniz. And that one missed outside, looked pretty similar to the one he struck out Devin Hager on an inning ago. But it is ball 1. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Muniz. Ground ball right back at Fabian. He's going to field and throw. A good throw over to Rensel, and that is the inning. Fabian works around the leadoff single by Cullen, ends up turning it into a quick inning. The A's are done. Here comes the 6th inning at Cavalier Field. Larks all over the A's. It's 12-2. Top of the 6th here at Cavalier Field in Dodge. 12-2, Larks on top. John Rensel Jr. is going to lead it off. New pitcher for Dodge is going to be number 19, Anthony Villegas.
Number 33, John Rensel.
Rensel's going to take strike 1 here to start the 6th. Here comes the 0-1. Low and in, almost gets John on the left foot, but it's ball 1. Here comes the 1-1 to John. Fastball outside. Ball 2. Here comes the 2-1 to John. Popped it up into left field. Vujovic ranges to his right, a little bit back, now to his left, and Wind is messing with it out there, but he hauls it in left field, and Rensel is out number 1 here in the 6th inning. Clayton Raspberry to the plate now for the Larks. Clayton has a single tonight, has also scored a run. Here comes the first pitch from Villegas, outside, ball 1. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Raspberry. That one misses. It is 2-0. The 2-0 to Raspberry. That one is in there off the inside corner, and it is 2-1.
This one
2-1 misses to Raspberry, and it is 3-1 here on the Larks right fielder. 3-1 is in there, and Clayton works. Count has worked full here on Raspberry.
Back in, don't wait the full count offer. Nobody on, 1 out, top of the 6th. Lights on. Cavalier Field. Villegas fastball.
And Raspberry lines it up the middle right at Villegas, who gets out of the way. And that is Clayton's second hit of the night as he's aboard.
Runner on first and 1 out. Currently the temperature at 86.
Number 6, Matt Munoz.
That'll bring Matt Munoz back to the plate now for the Larks. Here comes the first pitch to Munoz. Raspberry leads from first, and Matt's going to golf it out into left center. He's not going to get there as Vujovic chases it all the way to the wall. All right, Raspberry's rounding third. He's going to be sent home. Munoz is going to hold at second. That's an RBI double for Matt Munoz. 13-2, Larks here in the 6th. So Munoz takes a low fastball and golfs it into left center all the way to the wall.
Now bat number 23, Devin Hager.
Robbed on that hit.
Devin Hager steps in for Hayes now on the right side. Here comes the first pitch to Devin Hager. Strike number 1. And that ball is popped up by Hager over to the right side. It's going to be hauled in by the first baseman, Nanny, and that is a foul out, and it is out number 2 here in the 6th inning.
Nice play by David Nanny. Runner on second, 2 outs. Ryan Randall, good play. Randall, who is 1 for 3 tonight, double scored a run, walked.
Randall back to the plate.
On second and 2 outs.
Matt Munoz on second base. Here comes the first pitch. Randall fouls it off,
Number 12, Ryan Randall.
and it's 0-1.
Runner on second and 2 outs.
That pitcher wants to get this guy on base.
No balls and a strike here to Randall. The pitch. Off speed, catches the zone, and it's 0-2. So it would probably not be a good idea for Villegas to allow Randall to reach base, as Daryl Myers is on deck. He has 3 hits, 8 runs driven in. Here comes the 0-2 to Randall. Outside, ball 1. Myers, all 3 hits have been home runs. 2 3-run home runs and a 2-run home run, and he waits on deck for the Larks.
Away at the 1-2 off. Runner on second, 2 outs. Hayes trailing 13-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Ryan Randall. Here comes the pitch from Villegas. Randall ropes it to right field. That ball is fair and off the wall. Munoz is going to come around to score. Randall rounds first, and he is going to trot into second. An RBI double for Ryan Randall. It's 14-2 in the 6th. So Daryl Myers is going to come back to the plate here in the 6th.
Daryl Myers to the plate. Myers, 3 home runs.
Now at bat number 9, Daryl Myers.
Been target practice for Daryl Myers. Steps in with the runner on second and 2 outs.
And that one misses to Myers for
First pitch from Villegas misses outside.
ball 1.
Now goes
That
1-0.
might be the idea, is to walk him.
Backing on the 1-0 offer with the runner on second. 2 outs.
Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Myers. Ground ball sharply hit at the shortstop Villegas. He's going to bobble but make a strong throw. And the first baseman Nanny can't finish the play as he could not hold on. So Daryl Myers is going to reach on the air by the first baseman Nanny as Randall advances to
First and third.
third base. And that is the 4th error of the night on Dodge City.
Now at bat number 16, Wyatt Davis.
Wyatt Divis will step back in now for the Larks. Runners on the corners. 2 runs already in here in the 6th. There comes the pitch. Out inside and low. It's 1-0.
Runners on the corners. 2 outs. And for the side is
Here comes the 1-0.
runners on the corners and 2 outs. Delivers from
Off speed in there for strike 1.
the corner. And the count evens up 1-1.
That will
Runners on the corners and
even the count here to Wyatt Divis. 2 outs, top of the 6th. Runners on the corners. 2 already in for Hayes. They lead 14-2 over the A's. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Wyatt. Off speed, low and away. 2-1.
runners on the corners. 2 outs. Larks leading 14-2 in the top of the 6th. Villegas deals from the stretch.
Here comes the 2-1 to Wyatt.
To the plate. Fastball
Low.
down in the dirt, gets by.
Here comes Randall. He's going to test it. The toss over. It's in time. They got him. Villegas just got the tag down on the foot of Randall as he slid in to home plate. And Randall is retired at the plate for out number 3. But the Larks add 2 more here in their half of the 6th, extend the lead. It is now 14-2. Larks all over the A's as we move to the bottom of the 6th here at Cavalier Field. Bottom of the sixth here at Cavalier Field. 5, 6, and 7 due up for the A's. Owen Jansen, Dante Faikio, and Dalen Nanny scheduled to hit here in the bottom half of this inning. Fabian Muniz back to the mound for the Larks. He has 7 strikeouts through 5 innings as Jansen's going to ground it into right field. And for the 5th inning in a row, Dodge City has their leadoff man on base. So Fabian has not been able to get that first man of the inning out, but really has not had a whole lot of trouble after that. As the leadoff man is on again, Dante Faikio to the plate. A's trailing the Larks by a lot here in the 6th inning. It is a 12-run game as Faikio fouls that one off. It appears as of now that the Larks are going to move to 20-5 here with this one and extend their lead in the Jayhawk League standings. The 0-1 from Muniz misses low. That'll even the count at 1. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Off speed there by Muniz. Drops into the zone. And Fabian works ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes here on the A's catcher. Jansen leads from first base after his single. Here comes the 1-2. Inside, just a bit too far inside. And that one is 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 from Fabian Muniz. Swing and a miss. Down goes Faikio. Fabian Muniz's 8th strikeout of the night. And there's 1 out here in the 6th inning. Dalen Nanny to the plate now for Dodge. Owen Jansen will lead from first after his single to begin the inning. Here comes the first pitch to Nanny. Lined over the head of Devin Hager into left center field. That's a base hit for the A's first baseman, and there are 2 on with 1 out here in the 6th. Dylan Johnson now to the plate for Dodge City. He'll dig in on the left side as well here to face Muniz. The first pitch lined into right field. That's going to be a hit. Raspberry gathers it. Jansen's going to be held at third, and the bases are full of A's here with 1 out in the 6th inning. That is Johnson's 3rd hit of the night. He is 3 for 3. And that'll bring Carlos Arellano back to the plate. He will come up again with the bases loaded. See if Fabian can get himself a ground ball here and get out of the inning. Hager and Myers, middle infielders, going to be playing double play depth here way back on the turf. Ryan Reuter still continues to warm in the Larks bullpen. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball fouled off there by Arellano into the A's bullpen. And it's 0-1. Not a high-pressure situation here for Muniz, but still don't want to give the A's a chance to get back in this game as that fastball catches the inside corner. And it's 0-2 very quickly here on the A's shortstop. No balls, 2 strikes. Fabian Muniz gets a sign from Easton Kirk. He's ready. Here comes the pitch, and now Arellano's going to call for time and step out. Fabian's ready again. Here comes the 0-2. And that one is low. Fabian's curveball misses. Can't get Arellano to chase, and that is ball number 1. Fabian's ready again, the 1-2 to Carlos Arellano. Fly ball out to right field. It's going to be a long run for Raspberry. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bounce over to his right. That's going to be an RBI single for Carlos Arellano. Dodge City pulls 1 back here in the 6th. It is 14-3. Bases are still loaded. That is 4 consecutive, actually, you see that 4 singles in the inning. Faikio struck out in between there, but 3 consecutive hits for Dodge City. Here comes the pitch to Kyle Cullen. It's 0-1.
Now bat center fielder number 1. Cole.
Here comes the 0-1 from Muniz. And that one's going to get all the way to the backstop. Kirk chases it. He's going to throw to Muniz, and they got him at the plate. Fabian gets the tag down on Dalen Nanny, and they got him for out number 2. So that'll move the runners up to second and third, but they got Nanny at the plate. Kirk goes into a slide to gather the ball, makes a good throw, and a really good tag there by Muniz with the runner on top or underneath him. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Kyle Cullen. Soft ground ball fouled back into the net, and it's 1-2. Muniz working out of the windup here with 2 men on. Delivers the 1-2 pitch to Kyle Cullen. Inside, ball 2. Muniz looking for his 9th strikeout here to try and work out of trouble in the 6th. Here comes the 2-2. Inside and low once again, and the count is full. Here comes the payoff pitch. Off speed, grounded to Rensel. He's going to field and toss to Fabian, who beats Cullen to the bag. And that is the inning. So Fabian gives up 4 hits in the inning, but he only gives up 1 run as Dodge leaves 2 men on base. We head to the 7th inning here at Cavalier Field in Dodge City. Larks all over the A's. It is 14-3.
You're tuned in to the Larks Network. You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
Meet me down at the ballpark, where I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. All of my friends are gonna be there too. Nothing in Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. I can't wait to see a home run. I know for sure there's gonna be one. I'll call out the players by their first name. Sure am glad I made it to the game. Rain or shine, I'm gonna be there. If the stands are full, I'll bring a lawn chair. So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks!
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
Top of the 7th inning here at Cavalier Field in Dodge, 14-3, Larks on top. Wyatt Divis is going to lead it off after he was at the plate when Randall was thrown out at home to make the last out. So he takes ball one. New pitcher for Dodge City is number 29, Brett Johnson. The 1-0 to Divis. Misses low and outside again. 2 balls, no strikes. It's going to be Divis, Kirk, Boston here in the 7th, or it's scheduled to be Divis, Kirk, Boston. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Outside, 3-0 here to Divis to start the 7th. As it appears it is going to be Divis, Kirk, and Boston. Here comes the 3-0. There's strike one from Johnson. Here comes the 3-1 from Johnson. Outside, ball. Ooh, wow. All right, well, count is full. Very, very generous there by the home plate umpire on that strike call. Count is now full to Divis. Divis kind of just rolling his head back. Disagreement. Here comes the payoff pitch. And Wyatt fouls that one off. Here comes the 3-2 to Wyatt Divis. Ground ball up the middle, fielded by the second baseman Jansen. He will make a jump throw. It's in time, and they're going to get Divis at first, out number 1. And it will be Easton Kirk here coming to the plate for Hayes. 1 out, 7th inning. Oh, it is Adam Holler at second base, so he came in for Owen Jansen. And and again here, Dodge City's going to completely change the infield almost as Holler's at second. Isaiah Haddad enters at third, and they have a switch at first as well. Dayton Cook. So, first pitch to Kirk, misses, ball 1. Here comes the 1-0 to Easton. Fouled off to even the count as Kirk drops to a knee. Two balls and a strike now to Easton Kirk. And Easton fouls that one out of play once again. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to the Larks cleanup hitter and catcher tonight. Jacob Boston waits on deck. Here comes the 2-2 to Kirk. Kirk's going to pop it up down the line and left. Over comes the left fielder. He's going to not make the play. Vujovic overruns it all the way to the wall. Kirk is going to, and it's Johnson in there at left for Vujovic now. And so Kirk's going to end up at second base. That is an error on the left fielder. That is the 5th of the night for the A's. So Kirk is now on second base, and a whole slew of changes here for Dodge in the field. I believe Dylan Johnson switched from right to left. Dayton Cook at first, Adam Holler at second, Isaiah Haddad at third, and now he's going to throw it behind Jacob Boston, and Kirk's going to advance to third base on the wild pitch.
Kirk to move to third. So now a runner on third with 1 out.
So 1 ball, no strikes here to Jacob Boston. Easton Kirk leads from third base. That one is in there for strike 1, just on the inside corner for Boston. Evens the count.
Runner on third, 1 out.
Here comes the 1-1 pitch. That one is popped up by Boston, slams the bat in frustration. Ariano's going to make the play at short, and there are 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. John Rensel Jr. will step to the plate now for Hayes. John's got a chance to get that run back, and they gave up in the bottom half of the 6th. Here is Easton Kirk, leads from third, 2 outs, top of the 7th. Here comes the first pitch to John Rensel. Low ball 1. Two balls, no strikes. Here comes the pitch to John Rensel. He's going to pop it up, out of play to the left.
Some of the outfield changes here. Kyle Cohen is still in center. David Naney has moved from first to right field, and Devin Johnson is in left field.
So there's the changes for Dodge City. Cullen's still in center. Dalen Naney moves from first base to right field, and Dylan Johnson moves from right field to left field. So all kinds of substitutions and swaps for Dodge City in the field, and the count is now even at 2-2 on Rensel.
On third and 2 outs. The Larks leading 14-3. Rensel with a chance to add to that. Count 2-2.
Here comes the 2-2 pitch from Johnson to Rensel.
2-2 off right to the plate. Rensel
Ground ball to first base. He's going to have to hurry. They don't get him.
Johnson covering the back.
And Johnson doesn't get over there in time. That's an RBI single for John Rensel and stays on the infield. And the Larks get that run back that they gave up. It is 15-3 here in the 7th. So the Larks have scored in each of the last 4 innings now. 3 in the 4th, 4 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, and 1 so far in the 7th. That'll bring Clayton Raspberry to the plate, where he takes strike number 1 from Brett Johnson. The 1-0 or the 0-1 is a fastball that misses away, and that'll even the count.
On first, 2 outs, count 1-1. 15-3 lead.
Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Raspberry. There's strike number 2, outside corner.
Count goes 1-2. Runner on first, 2 outs, 1-2 count.
Here comes the 1-2 to Clayton,
Swing inside.
and checks his swing. It is called strike 3, and that is the inning. So Larks get 1 more run.
They lead
on the infield single by John Rensel. It is stretch time here at Cavalier Field. Larks all over the A's tonight. It is 15-3.
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
And we're back here at Cavalier Field in Dodge, bottom of the 7th. 15-3 Larks on top. Adam Holler's going to lead it off for Dodge. 2-3-4 due up. New pitcher for the Larks is number 5, Ryan Reuter. He threw against Hayesville the other night. Got the Larks out of some trouble and helped maintain that one-run lead on Saturday that they eventually went on to win by. And as he gets a foul ball by Holler, even the count at 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 pitch from the lefty Reuter. Line drive into right field. That's a base hit for Adam Holler, and the leadoff man is on yet again for the 6th consecutive time for the A's.
Hasn't resulted in much. Jordan Vujovic will come
Now
out.
bat, number 4, Dayton Cook.
Solo homer.
And now
In the first inning.
Dayton Cook bats for Jordan Vujovic.
Cook has been back for Vujovic.
He is
In the order.
somewhere in the field. I don't remember where he's at. Dodge City changed almost everybody on their infield and outfield, so he's in there somewhere.
Hitting third and is at first base.
He is at first. There we go. So he's at first base. As
Cook is hitting 500 this season, I believe, for the A's. For
here comes the pitch from Reuter.
last night. 1 home run, 9 RBI.
Off speed in there.
Strike 1 on the outside corner.
I believe it is 0-2 now to
2 actually with the runner on first.
Cook.
And no outs. Cook quickly in an 0-2.
Adam Holler leads from first base. Nobody away here in the 7th. And now Reuter's going to check on Holler just to keep him close.
Not in time as he tries to keep Holler close. Cook back in, no at the 0-2.
Here comes the 0-2 from Reuter. Strike 3 called. Gets a fastball over the outside part of the plate. Down goes Dayton Cook. 1 away here in the 7th. That is the 9th strikeout of the night for Larks pitching. Fabian Muniz struck out 8, and Reuter's got 1 here in the 7th.
Now bat, number 18,
Here,
David Gonzalez.
here comes David Gonzalez to the plate. He takes strike 1. So it has been high strikeout nights for the Larks last 2 nights. 9 so far tonight, 16 last night for pitching. So a lot of strikeouts here recently as Reuter misses 1-1. 12 for Blomster in 6 innings last night. Toby Scholes got 4 in 2 innings, and Muniz gets 8 in 6 innings tonight. And Reuter has recorded 1 out tonight, and it was a strikeout. And he has David Gonzalez down 1-2. Here comes the pitch from Reuter. Strikeout. Perfectly placed fastball on the outside corner. Back-to-back strikeouts for Ryan Reuter. And there's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. So Ryan continues the trend as he comes right in. He throws strikes, and he strikes out hitters. Isaiah Haddad to the plate now. Reuter's going to deliver another strike. That curveball drops in there. It's 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. And that one gets away from the catcher. It's going to be Scott Wolverton behind the plate now for the Larks. And it's 1-1, so that's the first defensive change for the night for the Larks, as Scott Wolverton is now behind the plate. So Easton Kirk's night appears to be over once again, as he will get the rest of the night off in another blowout. 1 ball, 1 strike here, as now Scott Wolverton's going to go out and have a word with Ryan Reuter.
Catcher will head out to talk to Reuter. New catcher in the game for the Larks is Scott Wolverton.
Haddad comes back into the box, is ready. 1-1 the count from Reuter. Here comes the pitch. Foul tip into the glove of Wolverton. It's 1-2. So Holler's on second because of the pass ball by Wolverton, but Reuter's a strike away from getting his team back in the dugout. Here comes the 1-2. And that one again is off the catcher, Wolverton. So another pass ball by Scott Wolverton. Can't handle the curveball there. And Holler is at third base now for Dodge City. Two balls, 2 strikes, the count here on Isaiah Haddad. Here comes the pitch from Ryan Reuter. Fastball, it is grounded, foul over to the right side. And the count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the 2-2 again from Reuter. Inside curveball, and it is full now at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the payoff pitch from Ryan Reuter. Outside fastball misses, and that is ball 4, so Isaiah Haddad will take his base, and that'll put runners on the corners for Dodge City here in the 7th inning. So Dante Faikio comes to the plate now for the A's. Wolverton's going to call out signs for his infield with runners on the corners. First pitch to Faikio is chopped foul over there into the A's bullpen. It's 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 to Faikio. Swing and a miss on that curveball. No balls, 2 strikes here on Dante Faikio as he chopped one foul and swings through that curve. I believe it's 0-2. Scoreboard says 1-1. Here comes the pitch from Ryan Reuter.
Ends up getting by the catcher Wolverton all the way to the backstop, and coming in to score is Holler.
And
Some confusion there.
I
I think Wolverton maybe thought that it hit.
I thought it hit Faikio in the. It hit something because it hit the turf or wherever and popped straight up into the air and came back to the backstop. It had to hit something. Wolverton didn't go after it like it hit the shoe of Faikio. And they're going to say it hit the plate, so that's a run for Dodge City on the wild pitch by Ryan Reuter. Holler Adam Holler comes in to score. Haddad goes to second. It's 15-4 now here in the 7th inning. That one is low.
3-1 to Faikio.
And I believe the count is 2-2.
And 2 outs.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Dante Faikio. 2 outs for the Larks in the 7th. Here comes the pitch. Low, ball 3. So the count is now full here to Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Ground ball to Hager in the hole. He's going to field, have to make a long throw. It's in time.
Stretching out.
He said he didn't get him?
That Renzel dropped.
So the only way that John Rensel didn't get him there is if he dropped the ball. He would have had to drop the ball because the throw beat. So yeah, they said John dropped the ball there and couldn't field it. So that's how Faikio's going to get aboard here. And there are runners on the corners now for Dodge. First error of the night for the Larks. Dalen Nanny to the plate, takes strike 1. Here comes the 0-1 to Nanny. That is ball 1. This has been a weird inning here in the bottom of the 7th. That's ball 1. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Nanny. Ground ball. Rensel will field and step on the bag himself. And that is the inning. So in a weird bottom of the 7th, A's get 1 run, but Reuter strikes out 2 and strands a pair. We head to the 8th here at Cavalier Field in Dodge. Larks on top of the A's, 15-4.
Meet me down at the ballpark where I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. All of my friends are gonna be there too. Nothing in the world I'd rather do than grab a hot dog burger and a cold beer. You'll hear me yelling out a big cheer, 'cause whether they win or whether they lose, I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. I can't wait to see a home run. I know for sure there's gonna be one. I'll call out the players by their first name. Sure am glad I made it to the game. Rain or shine, I'm gonna be there. If the stands are full, I'll bring a lawn chair. So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks!
Back here at Cavalier Field, top of the 8th inning. Larks on top, 15-4, as Matt Munoz is going to lead it off. That one is fouled off. That'll leave in the count at 1-1 after the first pitch of the inning missed and got all the way to the backstop. So Brett Johnson back to the mound here for Dodge City. It'll be Munoz, Hager, and Randall here in the top of the 8th for the Larks. Here comes the 1-1. Ground ball right at the second baseman Holler. He's going to field and throw him out at first base to Dayton Cook. And there's a quick out for Brett Johnson here in the top of the 8th. Devin Hager will make his way back to the plate now for the Larks. 1 out, nobody on base here tonight, top of the 8th inning. 2 hours and 20 minutes old here tonight. Here comes the first pitch from Johnson. Off speed, popped up on the infield over to the second baseman Holler. He's going to range in, make the play, and there's 2 outs. Top of the order now for the Larks. Ryan Randall's going to step back in. Ryan's 2 for 4. Pair of doubles. Has an RBI. And has 2 runs scored. He has also walked. So he's been on base 3 times. Here comes the first pitch from Brett Johnson. Randall takes strike 1, outside corner. Ryan's going to pop it up into foul ground. It looks like it's going to stay in play. Haddad goes out into the bullpen down the left field line, and that's going to drop in front of him. A tough play. And it's Oh and 2. So Ryan's going to dig back in. He's down. No balls and 2 strikes here to Brett Johnson. 2 out. Nobody aboard here in the top of the 8th inning. Larks way up here on Dodge as Ryan fouls it off. 14 runs for Hayes last night. 15 so far tonight. So they have put quite a few on the board. Friday night's first game against Hayesville, they put up 9. So offensive machine here in the last few nights the Larks have been. That ball is crushed out to left field. Back goes the left fielder. It is off the wall. Johnson could not get there, and Randall's going to trot into second base. That is his 3rd double of the night. And the Larks have a runner in scoring position here with 2 outs in the 8th. So Ryan gave it a ride, and it hopped off the base of the wall. That'll bring Daryl Myers to the plate now for the Larks. He has homered 3 times tonight. 8 runs driven in. He's 3 for 5. A big night at the plate for the Larks' second baseman. Here comes the first pitch to Daryl outside. Whoa, strike 1. So I think the home plate umpire wants to go home too, as he's he's calling a lot. Here comes the 0-1. That one is a ball. Count is even. So Myers is even here, 1-1 in the count with Brett Johnson. Ryan Randall's in scoring position after the double. Here comes the pitch. Myers is going to foul it off out of play to the left, and he's behind 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Myers fly ball deep to left. Back it goes. And Cook will make the play at the track. So thought for maybe just a split second Myers was going to have number 4. But it is just a long fly out to the wall. And for the first time since the 3rd inning, the Larks are held scoreless. But we move to the bottom of the 8th. Larks in control. They lead the A's 15-4 here at Cavalier Field.
Meet me down at the ballpark. Hayes Larks. All of my friends are gonna be there too. Nothing in the world I'd rather do than grab a hot dog burger and a cold beer. You'll hear me yelling out a big cheer, 'cause whether they win or whether they lose, I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. I can't wait to see a home run. I know for sure there's gonna be one. I'll call out the players by their first name. Sure am glad I made it to the game. Rain or shine, I'm gonna be there. If the stands are full, I'll bring a lawn chair. So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks!
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
Bottom of the 8th inning here at Dodge City, 15-4 Larks on top. Ryan Reuter back to the mound as he gets strike one on Dylan Johnson, and he's had a good night. He's 3 for 3. He's been on base every time he's been up. 3 singles. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Reuter upstairs, ball one. So Larks here just trying to get some outs as this game is all but over here in the bottom of the 8th. Just a formality here. Got to get the last 6 outs as Johnson's going to pop that up into left. Boston is over a little bit to his left. He'll make the play. One away for Reuter and the Larks here in the bottom of the 8th. That'll bring Carlos Ariano to the plate now for Dodge. He is 1 for 2 on the night. Dropped a single into right, brought in a run back in the 6th inning. Dig back in on the right side here to face the lefty Reuter. 1 out, nobody on for the A's, bottom of the 8th. First pitch swinging, lines it foul into the Larks bullpen. And he'll be behind in the count. Here comes the 0-1. Strike number 2 to Ariano. Reuter drops a curveball onto the outside corner. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from Reuter. Fastball stays away, and that's ball 1. Here comes Reuter's 1-2 pitch. Low and inside. The curveball misses. That'll leave in the count at 2. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Chopper off the plate. Reuter's going to come in to try and field, and now Wolverton's going to pick it up. It is foul. Now Ariano's finally back in here. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Chopper foul past third base. So it's still 2-2 here to Carlos Ariano. 1 out for the Larks here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Nobody aboard for Dodge. Here comes the pitch from Reuter. Lined into left. That's going to be into foul territory, and we will do it again at 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 again from Reuter. Low and in the dirt. Count is now full.
Must be slowing on them.
3-2 comes in from Reuter. Ariano drills it into right center. It's going to be cut off by Munoz. And that's a one-out single for Carlos Ariano here in the 8th inning. That'll bring Kyle Cullen back to the plate, top of the A's batting order. He is 1 for 3 so far this evening. Digs in on the left side. Here comes the first pitch. 1-0. 1-0 pitch, line into left field. Boston's going to let it drop in front of him. And that's back-to-back singles for Dodge City, and they have a pair of base runners here in the 8th. Adam Holler to the plate now for the A's. So through 7 1/3 here tonight, we have 19 runs on a combined 30 hits, 6 errors between the two teams. So a lot of offense again tonight. These two teams seem to produce a lot of offense when they get together. First pitch to Holler, a curveball in there for strike one. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Ryan Reuter. That one is inside. Wolverton's going to retrieve. That'll even the count at 1. Here comes the 1-1 pitch from Reuter to Adam Holler. Fastball catches the outside corner. And that is strike number 2. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Holler. And he fouls that one off to the right. And that'll leave the count where it is. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Reuter delivers the 2-2. That curveball's low and in once again. The count is even at 2. Here comes the 2-2, fouled off there by Holler. Here comes the pitch from Reuter. Ground ball into right field, a base hit. Here comes the runner. Raspberry's his throw's gonna be cut off by Rensel, and that's an RBI single for Adam Holler. It's 15-5 here in the 8th. A's still have runners on first and second, 1 out here in the 8th. Dayton Cook to the plate now for Dodge. That is 3 consecutive singles here for Dodge against Ryan Reuter. His first pitch is a curveball inside corner for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Curveball low, even count at 1. Reuter set. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Cook. Strike 2. That fastball catches the corner. Still runners on first and second for Dodge City. 1 man in. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Reuter. Ground ball up the middle. This could be 2. Myers flips to Hager for 1. The throw back to first in time. That's a 4-6-3 double play. And the Larks and Reuter are out of the 8th inning. A's pick up 1 run on 3 hits. No Larks errors, and they strand 1 runner on base. We have reached the 9th inning here at Cavalier Field in Dodge City. Larks all over the A's. It is 15-5.
Meet me down at the ballpark, where I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. All of my friends are gonna be there too. Nothing in the world I'd rather do than grab a hot dog burger and a cold beer. You'll hear me yelling out a big cheer, 'cause whether they win or whether they lose, I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. I can't wait to see a home run. I know for sure there's gonna be one. I'll call out the players by their first name. Sure am glad I made it to the game. Rain or shine, I'm gonna be there. If the stands are full, I'll bring a lawn chair. So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks!
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
Top of the 9th inning here at Cavalier Field in Dodge City. Larks lead the A's 15-5. New pitcher for Dodge City is going to be number 8, Hunter Shaw. 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Larks. Wyatt Divis is going to lead it off. Scott Wolverton is going to bat this inning, and so is Jacob Boston. Here comes the 1-0 to Divis, fouled off to the left, and the count is even. And he hits the light pole out in left field and bounces back into the field of play. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Divis. And, yeah, okay. That ball definitely slipped out of his hand. That was about 6 feet outside. Going to go to the backstop. 2 balls and a strike here to Wyatt Divis. Here comes the pitch from Shaw. Swing and a miss from Divis, and the count is 2-2. Wyatt's back in on that left side, ready for the 2-2 from the righty, Shaw. Fastball, strike three called. Davis goes down looking, and there's one out here in the ninth. Scott Wolverton to the plate now for the Larks. He came in to catch for Easton back in the seventh. Wolverton awaits the first pitch as he digs in on the right side. Here it comes from Shaw, inside ball one. Jacob Boston on deck for the Larks. Here comes the 1-0. Upstairs, 2 balls, no strikes to Wolverton. I see Jacob Boston on deck and the man in the hole, and I know exactly what the Larks are going to do defensively here next inning just by looking who's going to bat. So Wolverton is ahead 2 balls and 1 strike, and Boston's going to bat next. If anybody gets on, it's going to be Toby Scholes, it looks like. As Wolverton fouls that one off, it's 2-2, and if that's the case, I'm going to assume that they're going to move Boston to first and Scholes to left, because Scholes is going to hit for John Rensel, and that is the move that the Larks have made in the past. Move Toby to the outfield and move somebody from the outfield into first base. So 2-2 to Wolverton. Here comes the pitch from Shaw. Strike 3 called. A breaking ball is called strike 3. And Wolverton is down 2 away in the ninth. Jacob Boston to the plate now for the Larks. So Jacob's going to dig in on the right side. Here comes the first pitch from Shaw. Strike 1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Jacob. Chopper, that's going to be a tough play for the third baseman. He's going to barehand make the throw. It's not a good throw from Isaiah Haddad. That is an error on Isaiah Haddad. Is going to allow Boston to reach. That is the 6th error of the night on the A's. So a sloppy game defensively for Dodge City. So Boston is aboard on first base, and now the hitter is going to be number 20, Toby Scholes. So Scholes is a lefty. Here comes the first pitch to Toby. Takes ball 1 high. So Toby threw well the other night against Hayesville. He struck out 4 in 2 innings. Actually, that was last night. So Scholes throws 2 good innings, strikes out 4 last night against Hayesville, and he's going to get a plate appearance here tonight and probably play left field to finish this one out. Here comes the 2-0 from Hunter Shaw. That one is taken on the outside corner for a strike, and Toby still ahead, 2 balls and 1 strike. Here comes the 2-1. Good swing there by Toby as he fouls that one straight back, and that'll even the count at 2. There goes the scoreboard. I think they are hinting at something there by turning off the scoreboard. Time to go home. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Toby Scholes. Off speed. Scholes is going to foul that off. He's going to fight off that curveball, stay alive. And he'll see another 2-2 pitch here from Hunter Shaw. Toby's ready in the left side of the batter's box. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And again, Scholes is going to foul it off and see another one. So a good plate appearance here for the pitcher/outfielder, Toby Scholes from Colorado School of Mines. He's ready again. Shaw gets his sign. Here comes another 2-2. Swing and a miss. Down goes Toby, and that is the inning. No runs for the Larks. No hits in the inning. One Dodge City error, and Hayes leaves one man on base. We head to the last of the ninth here at Cavalier Field. Larks in control. It's 15-5. And we're back here at Cavalier Field, bottom of the ninth inning. New pitcher for the Larks is number 16, Wyatt Divis. He is looking to close out the A's here tonight. And he is quickly ahead. No balls and 2 strikes on the cleanup hitter, David Gonzalez. Gonzalez fouls that one off. It's still 0-2. So a couple of pitching lines tonight. Fabian Muniz, the starter, goes 6 innings. He gives up 3 runs on 10 hits. He walked 1 and struck out 8. Ryan Reuter goes 2 innings. He gives up 2 runs, 4 hits. He walked 1 as well, struck out 2. So not bad from either man tonight for the Larks. And now Wyatt Divis is looking to close it out. Here comes the pitch from Divis. Popped up into foul ground, right field. Back goes Jacob Boston. I think that is not Rensel.
We'll say it's Rental. Looks like it. At the end of the day, I don't check in. Nobody on, anyone out. Dad steps in.
Here comes the first pitch from Divis. Ball 1. So I think as there's 1 out as Gonzalez popped out to the first baseman, I think they just put Toby Scholes at first base. I'm not 100% sure, but it is a lefty, and I know Jacob Boston's not left-handed. He would usually come to first, but there's a chopper up the middle into center field, a base hit there for Isaiah Haddad. And that is Toby Scholes at first base for the Larks. So that's a 1-out single there for Isaiah Haddad, and he is 2 for 2 tonight since coming into the game in the 6th inning. So runner on first here for, I believe, Dante Faicchio. Yes, it is Faicchio. So many changes have been made by both teams. It's getting tough to figure out who's where and who's batting in what part of the order. As Divis delivers ball 1. Runner on first base, 1 out here for Divis and the Larks, bottom of the 9th. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Faikio's going to pop it up and out of play. That'll leave the count at 1. Here comes the 1-1 pitch from Wyatt Divis. Off speed, swing and a miss from Vaikio. Totally fooled on that curveball. And Wyatt works ahead, 1 ball and 2 strikes here to the A's catcher tonight. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. And that'll get Faikio. The curve runs in and gets him on the back. And Dodge City now has 2 men aboard here in the bottom of the 9th with 1 out. Dalen Nanny will step in now for the A's. Here comes the first pitch to Nanny. Divis delivers a fastball in there for strike 1. Divis is ready. Here comes the 0-1 to Dalen Nanny. Inside. Caught the corner. It is 0-2. A little deceptive there as Nanny jumps out of the way, but that one catches the inside corner. So Wyatt's ready. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball to Myers. This could be 2. Myers flips to second for 1. Back to first in time. And a 4-6-3 double play is going to end the ball game. The Larks take tonight's game from the Dodge City A's 15-5 here tonight at Cavalier Field. The win improves the Larks to 20-5 overall, 14-4 in the Jayhawk League. Good for first place and a 2.5 game lead over second place Liberal. So a good offensive night for the Larks as they put up 15 runs on 16 hits. Winning pitcher tonight is Fabian Muniz. He moves to 4-0 on the year. Again, he goes 6 innings, gives up 3 runs on 10 hits. Walked 1, struck out 8. So Larks victorious here tonight at Dodge City. They will be in Great Bend tomorrow to face the Batcats. That one will come your way at 7 o'clock from Al Burns Memorial Field. We will have it for you right here on HaysLarks.org. 6:45 lineups will be rolling for you. Larks look to continue their hot streak as they've won 5 in a row and 11 of the last 13. 13 of the last 16, and they are grooving right now. So that is all we have for you tonight here in Dodge City. Hope everybody has a good rest of the evening. We will catch you tomorrow right back here on HaysLarks.org. Good night from Cavalier Field in Dodge City.